Well, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here, greetings boys and girls, and welcome to this, another brand new day. It's not raining right now, and that's good. It was raining most of yesterday, and stopped raining toward the evening, sort of. And then when I wanted to go out walkies, because I went out walkies, I took my travel umbrella, and it rained a little bit as I headed down into downtown Shelton, but past that it dried up pretty quick, and then I just had to carry my travel umbrella with me. So it was dry, but then it was raining because it had been raining. So it happens. I had not a wonderful walk. It was, because I'm just going into downtown Shelton, I make the loop upward to add an extra mile to it, and then wandered around downtown, and then stopped at Shelton Safeway, because there was stuff that I still have to buy, and I'll talk about one of the main reasons I went. And so carried stuff back, and it worked out. I'm kind of disturbed. It looks like the local Safeway is now just stopped doing any and all precautions. Before, they had shut off one of the entrances, and they had people out there that were sanitizing each of the carts as they were brought back in. When I had to go there last night, the one entrance that had been shut was open, and there was nobody doing anything. So all it takes is one person with the infection, and when you're not paying attention, boom, it spreads. So I don't know what's going on. But main reason that I wanted to go down to Safeway, not because I want to, but with little Dr. Snarf. I've talked before how he's had between his ears, running down his neck, and then halfway down his back has been a big bald patch, and it had gotten really kind of thick and wrinkly and kind of yellowish and flaky. Could be old age, could be mites, could be a fungal infection. Not wanting him to die horribly or suffer or anything. I mean, if it's just mites or anything, it's not going to kill him. It's just they would take over his entire body, and he'd have no more fur, and his skin would be cracked and hurting. So I started putting, just in case, some athlete's foot fungus stuff on his back. Just smearing it all onto that bad spot in case it was fungus. So giving it a shot. Been doing that for a while. The areas that had lost all their fur have got fur growing back. It's still thin, but it's coming back. And so last night, I went to Safeway to get another thing of athlete's foot fungus, and just in case it was a different kind, also some jock itch fungal cream, so I can put that on him. And I'm going to alternate with the jock itch one, with the foot fungus one, and then just treat him with that, because it appears to be at least helping. So if it's mites, what could be happening is it's smushing and suffocating them by covering up the skin where they are. That's good. And if it's a fungus, it's being treated by the antifungal. And if it's old age or whatever, then at least it's keeping his skin more lubricated and helping out that way. So here's hoping that it continues to work. I need to clean out his entire cage, or better yet, move him into one if I have one. Well, I could. If I clean out Thigmo's cage, I could move him into that one, and then just take the one he's in now and retire that one and everything in it, and then not use it for hamsters anymore in case it's infected. And then he'll be in a new place with the treatment on him, and then hopefully that would keep him from being reinfected. So I'll have to do that. Definitely a thumbs up. A good thing. Yeah, so I'm really worried about what's going on in the US. We've still got states opening up, and every state so far that has is just every day breaking new records for the number of infected and hospitalized, and oh my God, the deaths. It's I'm so worried. And of course, as I saw, watched a thing where they were just watching the moving goalposts, where the federal government's response was, oh yeah, there's nothing to it. We'll keep it under 60. We'll keep it under 90. Well, now if it's under 200,000, we're a success story. So yeah, when you keep moving the goalpost to be no matter how many people die, it's a success. And there's gonna keep being a lot. As another goofy aside, though, I was also watching this one Beau of the Fifth Column, who's this, I've talked about him before. He's a guy who's worked in security and such like that, so he's not a pacifist. And he's done a lot of stuff in security and photojournalism and the like, so he's no stranger to dangerous situations, but he's not a right-leaning person. He's definitely of the left-leaning persuasion. But one of the things he was talking about is down in Florida, there is a race between two sheriffs, or, well, it's a police stuff, because there's the one sheriff who had been yanked out of his job because it was at the Parkland, the mass shooting in the U.S. So he got yanked out of his job because his policemen were like standing outside as the shooter was inside killing kids. So it's not a good look. His opponent is a fellow who, at age 14, a dealer was doing bad things in another city. So he, at age 14, took his gun from his father, went down and shot the dealer to protect the kids in the area. Now, this was supposed to be a sealed case, but strangely, somehow, because he was a minor, it has been opened up into the public and brought out. Now, they're trying to use this as a bad thing. But as Beau was pointing out, look, you've got the one guy who did nothing and was yanked from his job because he did nothing, and there's all this video stuff of the people under his command standing around and doing nothing. And then you've got the guy who at age 14 shows that if kids are in danger, he's going to take care of it. Who do you think is going to come out the victor in this little war? It ain't going to be the guy who stood back, did nothing, and his people did nothing, while the guy who at age 14 shows that, yeah, if kids are in danger, I'm taking care of the issue. How did they think leaking this information would help the other guy? I don't know. So, Florida. I lived in Florida for a couple of years, though, when I was in the United States Air Force. First year that I was in the Air Force, I've mentioned this before, but not the exact details of all Florida, but I'd asked when I was first in the Air Force not to go any further east than like halfway through the U.S. or any further south than, halfway down. And so I got stuck in Florida on the Panhandle at Fort Walton Beach, Florida. And it was nice because I was on the Hurlburt Field. It's a really weird situation. Hurlburt Field is its own place, but it's on the Eglin Air Force Base campus. So it's its own place, but it's not its own place. Now, if things have changed since I was there in 1982, maybe they have. But at the time, it was its own command, but it didn't have its own base. So I was based there. Let's use the word base way too many times. I was there, and it was fun. But Fort Walton Beach was an interesting place. I mean, it was Florida. So that was back in the days when you went to the malls and they had all these bookstores like, Walden Books and B. Dalton's. And now you're lucky if there's a Barnes and Nobles to be found anywhere. Thumbs up. But after spending a year there, I asked, it was time to fill out my dream sheet of where I wanted to be. So I asked to stay in the United States and to be over on the west part of the United States. And so they sent me to Germany. And then, of course, when I was in Germany, I asked to be no further east than the eastern part of Washington State and no further south than the southern part of Washington State, which is why they sent me to Homestead Air Force Base, Florida, which is 30 miles south of Miami. Now, apparently they've rebuilt it, but in 1992 or so, Hurricane Andrew wiped out the place that I was at, down to the foundations. It was just gone. So I've heard that they've rebuilt. There may be a new homestead, but at the time, the one I was at, nothing left. And Florida is a shocker if you have to walk, because both places, when it rained, it didn't rain like it does here. I mean, when it rains here, it might rain hard, like for a few seconds or maybe a minute, and then it goes back to normal rain. And it'll rain for half a day, and that's fine. Maybe even a full day. The rain in Florida was such that it would be like a full day's rain here, compressed into 3 minutes. So even when I was out wearing my rain jacket, because you could be issued a rain jacket, it was still like someone grabbed you, shoved you down into the bottom of a swimming pool, shook you violently to make sure all the water got into all the cracks, thumped you back up on your feet, and then turned off all the water. So you were soaked. And then just standing around looking at the sunshine and going, what the hell happened? It was just bizarre. But I don't like Florida climate-wise. I mean, I didn't in the 80s, so I imagine I'd probably really hate it now. But it was such that, everything was air-conditioned, and it was so muggy and terrible both places that you walked outside, and the exertion that you gave just trying to breathe was enough to make you sweat. So thumbs up for that. I mean, I understand why people like the heat. I mean, as some people get older, they like the heat. I still don't. I overheat too much. I mean, I like heat in that cold is terrible and awful. But when I get warm, if I'm comfortable with heat, I just fall asleep. And if I get more than above the comfort range, I start getting anxiety. So heat is not good, even though I like heat. I mean, I turn on my space heater for my hamsters, and generally it's like 8 o'clock or so before I turn it off. Because it's nice to be warm. Even though when I'm warm, I don't function well. I fall asleep and I don't think well. When things are colder, so I'm actually slightly uncomfortable, I think well, my body runs well. You gotta love that. Such is life, though. Such is life. Past that, though, I mean, I slept last night, and I slept, at least I slept. Excuse me. Finally, the carbon dioxide from the carbonated beverage that I drank this morning working its way up and out. And not being a hyper vlogger, I don't cut stuff out like that. Thumbs up. But yeah, at least I slept, and that's a good thing. So hopefully I'll get my phone calls made today. Hopefully I'll get other things done. I want to do that. I didn't have a video for my game channel yesterday. I have discovered that when I fall asleep in here, if I stop breathing, so that I got any tingling in my outer extremities, and if I have any sort of headache, I am damaged. I mean, it really does damage, because I can't get motivated to do anything. I got no video done yesterday for my game channel. Nothing, because I could not get motivated. I could not do it. I could not get my head working. It was a long time before my extremities stopped tingling. So, falling asleep in here with no equipment is bad, and I don't like that. Joy. But I have also opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. Excuse me. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. Let's see. So, if I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. My brain is not functioning this morning. I'm doing the best I can. I'm an American English speaker, and even though it's a range of 20 to 25, how do I say that? Okay, even though I count in American Sign Language, it's okay, I get lost, and I've gotten lost already. I can't even figure out what my brain is trying to say, so thumbs up for that. It's that kind of day, isn't it? Every day is that kind of day. Thumbs up. Something call it my Chrome. We have Exotic, greatly appreciated. Ben Taylor, thumbs up and thank you. Raven White Duck, heck of a name, thumbs up and thank you. Devin Berry, greatly appreciated. Kathy Kitscat, good to see you in the comments. Anna Carroll, thumbs up and thank you. Tesco Basic, how about that? Sebastian Ferris, greatly appreciated. William Perry, thumbs up and thank you. Sean Wilson, greatly appreciated. We have, looks like Shodi art, except it's digits instead of a lot of vowels. Thumbs up and thank you. Josh Venable, greatly appreciated. Helena Trice, thumbs up and thank you. Edna Rocio Rodriguez, thumbs up and thank you. Hey Ste, thumbs up and thank you. We have Meme FLX, thumbs up and thank you. And of course, Russian Timing, greatly appreciated. Ali Shabiri, good to see you in the comments. Definitely a thumbs up. A Lemon Pie 407, good to see you. Francisco Mata Way, thumbs up and thank you. We have Jeremoy, thumbs up and thank you. Alexis E, greatly appreciated. Curtis G, thumbs up and thank you. We have Vincent Torchinsky, greatly appreciated. And last but not least, Ben Taylor, thumbs up and thank you. Each and every one of you. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. It is appreciated, definitely. A very, very good thing. If you could check out my various links down below. I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe or become a campaign, could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com Patreon. There we go. Like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. But if you wanted to help me out, but you didn't want to send money to one of those two places, I have a PayPal link down below. That would be cool if you could check that out. And if you wanted to help me out without sending money, I have an Amazon wish list link down below as well, with things like cat food, hamster bedding, silly things, not silly things. If you could check it out, that would be very cool. Now, do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart, where I draw interest. So thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence, the definite thumbs up, and if you could subscribe to the channel, and of course, hit that bell. That would be very cool, greatly appreciated, a definite thumbs up. Well, I have this video. I need to record something for this channel. Game video. I have a game video I need to record for the game channel. I still have other videos and such that I want to do. I got stories that I want to write. I got projects. I'm human. I've got issues. I'm trying to work through things. If I never get things done, that's okay, because, you know, nothing matters. And because nothing matters, everything matters. So hey, I want you to have a good day today. I'm going to have as good a day as I can, and that is a very good thing. So take care. I will see you, my friend, and that is a very good thing.